And what's going on, you guys? This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful today, Friday, right? A wonderful Friday. And I do intend on, well, I have done the exact same. Me and Jamar went to the mall. I bought me 2 pairs of shoes and some, just I bought me some stuff to wear early today, so we can go to this Welcome to Atlanta thing that they doing for me tomorrow. Yes, hon, I'm in a great mood, having a good time today. And after this live, I know I got to go to bed because I got to be at work at 7 o'clock. Yeah, the people got me on an early shift. But let me tell y'all, first things first. Things at work have been going so well. I've only been there literally. I think Sunday was gonna make a whole week of me being there. So I really have been there for like 5 days so far, 5, 6 days so far. And things have been great. Today I was walking past, I had like a box of pepperoni in my hand. And as I was walking past this lady, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. This woman looked at me and said, Scotty by nature. I'm like, not another one. Not another one, not somebody else recognizing me out off this bitch. Like I'm just like, God damn. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Like but she showed me so much love today. Like, I don't know if she watching right now or not, if she watching this video or not. But I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And she was like, what are you embarrassed for? Blah, 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 blah. You do a great job. I love watching your videos. And every time, now that I know that you work here, I'm going to make sure I stop by and show you some love. So I really appreciate all of you guys that show me love when you see me out in public. Since I've been in Atlanta, I've run into a lot of people that watch me. Like I ran into like 10 or 11 of them that pried already. Found out somebody worked with me that watched my videos. And then not to mention a customer recognized me when I was walking through. So it's always weird, and it's always very surprising when I see people that recognize me from YouTube walk up on me like that. And it just makes me feel as though what I'm doing is the right thing and what I'm doing is meant for me. That is one of the reasons why I'm here, is to build up my portfolio, to get into other things in the media space. That's all I really want to do. And new city, new energy, all of those new things that we got. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we got going on right now. And I could not be any happier. I am in one of the greatest spaces in the world. I made a decision that was for me. And it feels good when you make a decision that's very scary, bittersweet. It's a big risk that you take, but you got to do something for yourself. And I knew that if I stayed in Mississippi for another couple of years, I was not going to be happy. I was going to be miserable. Everything was going to get on my nerves. I just needed to get away. And that's what I did. So shout out to all the people that helped make this possible. Shout out to Jamar. Shout out to Carl and Tramiel. Those three have in Bando, those four have really held me down with this whole move, gave me tons of advice, and I really appreciate it. So with that being said, and I know I've been saying a lot of this shit since I've been back on YouTube, since I've been here and things like that, but I just want y'all to know how grateful I am, because like I give a lot to people, but when people give it back to me, it really means a lot to me. So I really appreciate everybody and their support, like always. Like, so I'm just letting y'all know, whenever y'all see me in the streets, if you in Atlanta and you run across me anywhere, then just know that y'all can speak to me and all that stuff, because I really appreciate all the love. Like I said, Jamar, Carl, Tramiel, and Bando, those four guys have really held me down, and I'm gonna always hold them down as well. The same way they have held me down throughout this whole thing, I'm gonna always hold them down. And I cannot wait to see them tomorrow. It's gonna be a good time. And speaking of the devil, hey Bando. Speaking of the devil. But anyway, you guys, now that we're here, let's go ahead and get into what we're here to talk about. So we're going to start off with the first thing. I don't know if y'all care or not, but I did want to start out by saying that Armon Wiggins dropped his new project, and it is called Do Not Disturb. And it was actually number one on the R&B albums chart today. So a lot of people was waiting to drag this man and waiting to say, it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun and all that other crazy shit that they were saying when he was getting ready to put out this damn project. People was waiting to give him the business, but it actually is doing better than what people thought it was going to do, and it actually went to #1, and it actually peaked into the top 20 of the main iTunes chart. So that is a great thing. Now, I haven't had the chance to listen to Armon's project just yet because of the simple fact that I've been at work all day. Then me and Jamar went to the mall earlier. So that's the only reason why I haven't listened to it yet. But I did listen to some of Jamie's review, and she did say that it was pretty decent. So yeah, shout out to Armon for that. I appreciate anybody that do music. But he do got a song called Deposit Your Check, if y'all never heard it before. So if y'all want some kind of reference to any music that he's done before, he does have a song called Deposit Your Check, and it was reposted by Cardi B. So the song is actually a bop. And y'all know that I'm a big fan of Armon and all that other stuff. So going on to support his project, I'm gonna listen to it. Tomorrow we talking about that bando. We talking about that tomorrow, because I already had this stuff sitting up here waiting to be talked about, and I ain't want to be on here all night. But we gonna talk about that tomorrow. But let's go ahead and get into what we're here to talk about. So we're gonna start it off with Quavo and Offset. Now, you guys do know that, with the tragic death of, Takeoff, Quavo, and Offset were the only two remaining members of Migos. And, they weren't talking when at the time that Takeoff had, I don't want to say that, but took off. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't really speaking. They really wasn't, on the best of terms. But apparently that has all changed, because Quavo made a post saying, I had a good convo with my bro at Offset. Now, here's the thing with that. I'm not really a big fan of the Migos outside of Bad and Bougie, because I honestly feel like I'm bad and bougie a lot of the times, even though I do have that Gunica thing in me as well, as Bando will tell y'all. But I do love Bad and Bougie. But but outside of that, I never just been no big Migos fan like that, because I don't like mumble rap. That's just me. But Bad and Bougie, just everything. Like, that was my shit when I was for my first class reunion. That was my shit. But we all know how close Quavo and Offset was, and when they fell out, that was like a big thing, and everybody was talking about it, and everybody wanted them to get past it and get back together, because the Migos was that group for one point in time, and then they went off, did their own thing. I think Quavo went and did a solo album. I never heard none of his songs, and I know that Offset did one too, but we only see him for being in the blogs for cheating on Cardi all the damn time and constantly getting her pregnant. So they really wasn't doing too much after Migos kind of, exasperated or whatever. But I was happy to see them post that. I just, when you see people that were very close in the bad place, it's always a sad thing to see, because I'm a loyal person, and I'm all about holding each other down. And I'm pretty sure that if y'all seen me and Jamar not be cool and we didn't fell out or something like that, y'all would probably be like, what happened? Y'all would probably cry rivers, because me and Jamar been friends for like 13 years now. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, when you see people that been friends for so damn long, and then they fall out, like, that shit is so crazy to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. And I always want to see, long-term friendships or relationships actually last. So when it don't work out, hell, I be crying my damn self. Well, I don't cry like that. The only time I cried is when I move. But anyway, but yeah, I'm glad to see them in a good place, and I really believe that whatever they fell out about, it probably wasn't that serious, and they probably felt like, Yeah, we could get past this shit. Like, it ain't that deep, bro. Like, we can go on and get past it. Anything that, we could be mad for a moment and stuff like that, but we'll get over it. You know what I mean? So I'm glad to see that they got it together. And hopefully they do some music together at some point in time and, revise the Migos and be on their TLC and still try to do it as a twosome. But sometimes when you lose a group member, it never really works out the same, because when TLC lost Left Eye and they tried to continue on as TLC without her, it never was the same. If you ever listen to their last album, what was it, 3D, the last one that they did with Left Eye right before she passed, it didn't have that same magic as the other three had. Like, you coming off an album like Fan Mail and you give us some shit like 3D, it ain't gonna work. But who knows? I mean, who really knows if it'll work out? Who really knows if it won't work out? Who knows? I don't know. But I would love to see what they could do. You know what I mean? Uh I agree with this, Bando. I've always felt like when it came down, because although I don't like mumble rap, I can listen through the mumbles. And I honestly feel like Takeoff was the best lyricist out of everybody. And I just felt like Quavo was the weakest lyricist out of everybody. But Quavo had a it factor about him that it didn't really matter. If you ask me, like, he had lead character energy as far as his personality went. But as far as a lyricist and being in a group, he was the weakest link to me. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like most people felt like Chili was the weakest link in TLC, but Left Eye and T-Boz were the strongest two out the whole group. So I understand that. So shout out to Quavo and shout out to Offset for getting things back on track as far as their brotherhood goes. Okay. So the next story that we're going to get into is Young Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. Is it Jeannie Mai or Jeannie Mai? Whichever one it is. I still feel like he had no business with her anyway. But that's besides the point, child. We're gonna get into them. Now, Jeannie Mai calls out Jeezy for not upholding their divorce settlement and claims that he owes her about $100,000 in back rent and child tuition cost. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Oh no, Bando. See, that's something we're gonna have to argue about when we do Yes for the Music again. Absolutely not. Um, but anyway, the Jeannie Mai and Jeezy saga divorce saga continues. Now, according to TMZ, Jeannie is calling out Jeezy for failing to adhere to their divorce settlement. Now the settlement claims Jeezy is reportedly supposed to pay her for daycare costs and school tuition for their child, deposit at least $500,000 in interest-bearing account for their daughter, transfer the title for 2 cars, and cover 4 months of her rent. But Jeannie says that Jeezy hasn't done a damn thing. Their words, not mine. Jeezy supposedly owes $4,000 in tuition fees for their daughter. He also has yet to give her access to the interest account. Jeannie says that Jeezy hasn't switched the titles over for their car, so she's unable to ship them to her Los Angeles home. On top of all of this, he didn't even pay her rent. She had to foot the bill for her rent from May through August, which is total to be $92,417.39. Jeannie claims that she has tried to get Jeezy through his team so he can uphold his end of the settlement, but they straight ghosted her, and now she's asking the courts to intervene. Shakes my head. Jeezy ducking Jeannie like she the feds. What's the thoughts, neighbors? Okay, so oh Jesus, I don't know what to say about that. But he did say on JT's song, okay, you lost the real one, now you dropped the ball, baby. I know that was all about Jeannie Mai. I know it was. I can tell you that it was. From the sounds of it, it was. But it's just something about Jeannie that I don't like. Is that wrong? Is it wrong? It's always been something. It's something about Jeannie. And I ain't talking about Jeannie in the bottle. I'm talking about Jeannie Mai. It's always been something about her that I just didn't like. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but she just irks me. And at the same point in time, though, regardless of whether or not she irks me or not, that does not give Jeezy the right to not adhere what he's supposed to be doing. Because he's supposed to be paying that lady all that money back. He's supposed to be paying her. So if you supposed to be paying that lady rent for the next few months, if you supposed to be doing this and that, then you need to do that. You know what I mean? And pay that woman that rent, pay that lady that child tuition and stuff. Pay her that. Cause you know they gonna be ready to blast your ass about it. So pay her. I just feel like she just was just so lame and trying to be down and like she Brandy. And I'm just like, I just don't like her. But just because I don't like her, that don't mean that Jesus don't need to pay what he need to pay. You know, pay what you owe, you know. In the words of K Michelle, sometimes you just got to pay what you owe. Okay? You got to pay what you owe. Because I still pay my dentist every week. I get a teeth bill every week for these teeth that I purchased and got drilled in my mouth. I pay a bill every fucking Thursday. Every Thursday, I get paid. Okay? But yeah, here come Bando being a damn Brandy stand, child. Anyway. No, I just can't put my hand on it. Yes, I just never, even when she was on The Real, I didn't like her. Bad enough I didn't like Tamar, but it's just something about Jeannie. But at the same point in time though, like Jeezy, pay what you owe. Don't sit up here and give that woman a reason to drag your ass in the mud and shit like that. Please don't. Just pay that lady what you supposed to pay her. You got the money. You know, we know you single for 24. We know that. We know that she dropped the ball, baby, and everything that you said on. Okay, we know all that, but we also know that you owe that lady money. We know you owe that lady money, but you had her thinking that she want to be down like Brandy. You heard what I said, Bando, Brandy. But yeah, you girl, and then the whole dark meat, I ain't like that. She ain't had no business saying it. She just didn't have no business saying that. She just don't know how problematic this shit sounded. But you know, Jeannie Mai. Okay, because I call her Jeannie Mai all the time. I think I'm gonna keep on calling her Jeannie Mai though, because it's funny to call. But yeah, she moved her mother and brother in to protect her. He was putting hands on her. But yeah, she just wants to be invited to the cookout. She do. He makes me sick. Let me see. She picked the wrong dark meat. Yeah, pretty much. But we can move on to the next topic though. Let's see. So the next thing is Tamar. You know, she's back again. Tay Muppet is back. And she's right back here with Colonel Robinson. She's right back with Colonel Robinson again. And we're back to hearing him play her for a fiddle yet again. And I think that we are all tired of this whole saga. Like, how do you let him and his bangs and fake ass baby hairs play you, Tamar? Like, I'm just saying, I'm really over it. And I'm just gonna tell y'all, I don't like Tamar. Like, I never have, but I just don't like how she sat here and let this man play her for a fool like that. Like, for real. he got you crashing out on the internet and all kinds of stuff. And he's not even deserving of any of that, honestly. He not deserving of you crashing out. And then you said the sex wasn't even all that. So if the sex wasn't all that, what is you crashing out for? I just don't like, and then I just don't like JR. And I want to spend this entire live talking about who I don't like, but I do not like JR. I just don't like. I bet he smoked Marlboro Lights. I'm just saying. But anyway, y'all do know that Tamar had accused JR of smashing this lady, and some lady that he was following on IG, and the lady came out and said that it wasn't true. And so she came out and responded. So this is what she said. Let's listen in on it, y'all.
This woman made some very, very false accusations against me and who you guys call the KFC man. They're untrue. Have never met this man in my life. This woman has called me a tramp, the infamous tramp. And she's insinuating that I have been having relations with her husband. I don't know what it is. I didn't know anything about a marriage. To my knowledge, nobody else knew. I don't know. Jeremy getting on Tuesday. This woman live and addressing the fact that none of this was true obviously wasn't enough for this woman to clear this whole situation up. So I am here to do so, along with telling the real truth about this gentleman who is trying to play what I feel is both sides. She's saying that this charge right here was made on the 30th August, which she claims that he was at the Four Seasons with me. False. And I'm going to show you guys why that is false. Before I start showing these screenshots, I do want to say, Jeremy, sir, you have to be quicker than that. You tried to clean house of like previous DMs that you've sent live and addressing the fact that none of this was true. Obviously wasn't me. Multiple times, calling yourself, sending, not getting a response, deleting it, and then sending again. And now that all of this has blown up, you try to get rid of them. So I'm going to show them. When this situation happened, I did message him and I said, not sure what you and your fiance have going on, but this is absolutely absurd. You and I both know that there's no truth to this. We've never met before. This is also defamation as well. I would definitely clear this up with her. If I were you, she has no clue the mistake she just made. And as you guys can see, I sent this to him. This is a screenshot of the message I sent him. Open to accepting that apology, because at the end of the day, the damage is already done. And she did what she did. That's something she should have done at the very beginning before, me multiple times, calling yourself, taking this to social media. Now you have this woman on social media, posting scriptures today. Like, ma'am, it's a little too late. We're not going to bring the good Lord into this, and yeah, we're just not going to do that. So yeah, respectfully, Tamar, I'm praying for you. Get some help, love. Get some help. I feel like you have bigger fish to fry. I mean, 2 failed marriages. You got fired from the real. Music not selling. Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna stop. Um, but yeah, that's all I wanted to get on here and say. Just to clear my name. And yeah. Taking this.
Okay, so this is one of the posts that Tamar had made, and shout out to the 300 people that's up in here right now. Played in my face for a 25-year-old, took my jewelry, took me to Turks and Caicos, and all along this had a whole tramp. I hate you. Okay, and then
Where did this random woman come in that you called a tramp? Somebody I became friends with on Instagram like maybe 3 days ago. It's just a reach, and I'm tired of having to stay quiet and not defend myself. Yo, mental health is real, and I understand how sometimes anxiety can get the best of us, but you just don't go on social media and start attacking somebody you say that you love, that you care for as a friend, and then you post pictures of you and my daughters together, but then you're throwing their dad under the bus. It's not cool, man. And the unfortunate reality is I thought that I could be friends and try to maintain some type of friendship, but that relationship is done. And I didn't want to come out and like 6 months ago and be like, hey, I'm single again, because then people are like, oh, you're sassy. What? This is the reason why I did it last time, because of this assumption that I'm leading somebody on and that I'm cheating. Where did this random woman come in that you called a tramp? Somebody I became.
so I got a question. Do y'all believe anything that that lady just said? Let me know. My old T on JR, I knew him before law school because I dated his BFF. Okay, I can tell you for a fact that he is in competition with black women, and his ego as a Leo is loving his. Do you mean black men or black women? Is he in competition with black men or black women? And by the way, if any of you guys are brand new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, okay? Like, we got 110 more people before we get to 55K, because we've been stuck at 54 for a while now. But that's because I ain't been putting out a lot of content due to this move. But baby, we got goals to reach and shit. So let's get me to 55K. We got 110 more to go before we get there. But yeah, some of y'all don't believe her. Some of y'all don't believe her. I don't know what is true and what's not. Like, I really can't tell. I honestly can't tell. I'm not even going to sit up here and lie to you. I can't tell. I don't know if it's true or not. But it's given Slick guilty, and it's given that it's either this. It's either you have this man or y'all attempted to. That's what is given over here. That's what I think is given over here. If you ask me, that's how I take it. That's how I feel. That's what I perceive it as. Because I don't think that she's completely innocent in this because of the jabs. Like, at the same time, it's like, I could definitely understand you not wanting to be brought into something that ain't got nothing to do with you. So I could definitely understand that. But, at the same point in time, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, now, because why you calling him Jeremy like you know him, and why are you so quick to take so many shots at Tamar? Like, yeah, um, her music really ain't selling like that, and yeah, she got fired from all them jobs, and yeah, her sisters hate her ass like it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But why you doing all that? But I blame all of this on JR though, because JR been making Tamar look like a crash dummy for a long time, and she's been allowing him to make her look like a fucking crash dummy. And I'm really tired of her letting him play her like a damn fool. That's exactly what the fuck is going on. He playing her like a motherfucking fool, and she's letting it happen. Girl, pick your balls up. Don't let no damn KFC logo make you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. At first, I thought that girl was telling the truth. I ain't gonna lie, I thought she was telling the truth, and I was ready to blame all this shit on Tamar and ready to be like, Tamar always doing some petty shit. She always blah blah blah. She the problem, all that. She still is a problem in a lot of these situations that she's in. But in this particular instance, that man is her problem. That's who the real problem is. That damn man. That fucking man that she don't need to be fucking with. That's the problem right there. Because she's allowing this to play on her top. And I can't take that. She really allowing this to play on her motherfucking top. How the fuck you gonna let a KFC logo play on your motherfucking top? You can sing. You talented. You're destined for great things, but you make foolish decisions and you get with these foolish ass niggas. And this man has been playing you for a fool in front of all us. And I know it's embarrassing. So I'm going to talk to you how I would talk to one of my homegirls back home. I ain't even finna talk to you like I normally do on here, because y'all know I live to drag her and prune Sheeta all day. But I'm not even gonna do that right now. I'm gonna talk to her like I talked to one of my homegirls back home. Tamar, you're successful. You have beautiful gowns, great vocals, and you are destined to be way bigger than what you are. So I find it hard and befuddling that you would sit here and allow a Kentucky Fried Chicken logo to sit up here and play you for food and play on your mental health and interrupt your peace the way that he has. He has dragged you like a damn rag doll for the last few years, making you look completely and absolutely motherfucking crazy for all this time. Because I really thought that you was happy with this man, but he was making you miserable. He was honestly making your ass miserable. That's the real talk about it. He was really making you miserable. And when you're in a relationship where you're supposed to be at peace, you know what I mean, and somebody's doing nothing but bring you misery, that's not a good thing. And I really don't think that he was really genuine about being with you. I think he used you to get ahead. He used you to get in a spotlight somehow. I don't really believe he really wanted you. And that's really, and I'm not saying that to say that you can't get a man, because clearly you can get a man. I mean, clearly there's because out there that like your ass, revolting personality and all. But what I'm saying is, like, it's not like you can't get a man. I just feel like he wasn't really genuine when it came to you. I don't think he was. I really don't think he was. And that's really, it sucks to say that about you, but he wasn't genuine, girl. What I don't want for you is to be like Sierra and be like Collie Red. And what I mean by being like Sierra and Collie Red is to be with a man every year, get a ring by a man every year, be married every other year, be divorced the next year. Like, you don't need that. You said that you have you deal with depression and things like that. Like you speak about mental health all the time, just like I do. So when you speak about mental health and you're serious about your mental health, Tamar, I need for you to realize, for real, I need for you to realize that when you're talking about your mental health, don't just talk about your mental health. Talk about the peace that's within you that keeps getting disturbed by people that you allow to disturb your peace. Because I'm telling you, I'm saying this because, and I talk about it all the time. Last year was horrible. The worst year of my life. Depressed like hell. Suicidal as hell. But once I came out of that shit, everything that I felt, or everyone that I felt that was going to interrupt my peace in any kind of way, got cut off, got deleted. I ain't got time to be dealing with you motherfuckers that's gonna sit up here and interrupt my motherfucking peace when I sit up here and rebuild this mental anguish I'm going through. I've rebuilt this shit brick by brick by brick, and I am not going to allow you to sit here and blow down this mental house that I've built for myself to block away all of this shit. Because you know, when you remember the story of the Three Little Pigs, the wolf blew down the first two houses, but that wolf couldn't blow down that brick house. And I built me a brick house to get myself away and protect me from anything that could destroy my mental health. So Tamar, you need to do the same. Stop running to these carnal looking motherfuckers and just learn to be by yourself. I know sometimes being by yourself can be just a tad bit lonely. I understand that, but sometimes you need that time by yourself to really think about yourself and think about the things that you've gone through and think about the ways that you won't make the same mistakes that you've already made again. JR ain't. I don't know what happened to the other nigga that was before him. And Vincent nibbled on her damn fingers and took a bite out of crime with her ass. So at the end of the day, move on. JR always lied about his money even before law school. He's overextended. Trust me. See, this person is spilling all the tea about JR. And I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all the tea, honey. But shout out to it being almost 400 people in this chat, honey. Y'all are really tuning in. And like I said before, if you ain't subscribed to the platform and you're watching me right now for the very first time, you need to go ahead and subscribe right now. Because as I said, we have like 107 more subscribers to go before we hit 55K. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the very next story of the night. And the next story of the night is Jennifer Williams and her scamming ass. Okay. So yes, Jennifer Williams and her boyfriend, now fiance, Christian, is in the news once again because he has been arrested. Okay. He has been arrested, child, right before the wedding. A week before the wedding, he violated probation. So he's been arrested, honey. Okay. So let's get into the story. So it says, neighbors, get into this. Jennifer Williams definitely knows how to pick them. Her fiance Christian was just sentenced to 15 days in prison for violating his probation. This is all coming a week before their wedding. According to TMZ, he violated his probation by failing to pay $12,500 in restitution and for traveling out of the country without permission. He was caught due to officials seeing his social media posts. He's so damn dumb. Christian Gold was taken into custody at Georgia's DeKalb County and apparently was served 2 days and then be released so he can walk down that aisle. Okay. Their wedding is currently scheduled for September the 14th in Paris, and he was granted permission to travel out of the country for the nuptials. Right after the wedding, he has to return to jail to complete his 13 days. This is all so crazy. Christian's probation stemmed from a 2018 case where he was accused of false imprisonment by his ex. Baby, when I tell you Jennifer stay looking stupid, she love a scammer. I'm convinced. I'm convinced when she gives out these little checklists for these men that she be dating, I am very much so in agreement that she be asking them to be scammers. You cannot tell me that she don't be scamming or looking for a scammer. You know, she a city girl at heart. If you ask me, she's a city girl at heart. So I feel like that's what she wants. She wants to be scammed. I honestly feel like Grapehead that she was married to, what's his name? Eric. I feel like he was a scammer too, because he scammed her into thinking that he was gonna be a good husband to her. I don't know what it is. And Jennifer, you still gonna marry him? Like you still gonna marry him. And girl, if you ain't got no prenup, you stupid as a mother. You already, I don't want to say slow because I don't want nobody to be offended. You already challenged in the head. You already ain't got no sense. So if you don't make that man sign no damn prenup, you okay. Okay. I'm just telling you now. Don't be stupid. Stupider than you already are. Don't be dumb. Because I'm telling you, this is fucking crazy. I don't know what to say, but let me see. Mims and Simone said he got 30 days. I don't know where 15 days came from. Well, see, I know Mims got the real tea. Shout out to Mims, my good friend Mims. I'm sure he got the real tea. I was just reading y'all what the neighborhood talk said. I'm just telling y'all what the neighborhood talk said. That's all I'm telling y'all. That's what the neighborhood talk said. But honey, I'm telling you, I told y'all though. When she first brought that man on this show, I told you guys that I felt like he wasn't right. I always felt like he wasn't right. I said, it's something about this man. I just don't, it's something that ain't settling within my spirit right now. It's something about this man that I just don't see it for. I don't know. But I don't know, Jennifer. I do think that you crazy as hell to keep on going with this damn nuptial. I do think that going forward, I don't think that you should bring him on Basketball Wives. I think he needs to stay off the show because if you haven't noticed, y'all be bringing these men on this show as soon as they get on national TV. Their past comes out in these probation shits and all that. Remember when Yandy first brought me in DC on Love and Hip Hop? Soon as he showed up on Love and Hip Hop, that's when it all came out that he was arrested for trafficking and stuff like that, drug trafficking, and stuff like that. So, you know, I think that she should really not bring him back on the show because they can dig up more stuff on him. And another thing, I really hate when y'all come in and ask me silly questions like this. I don't hate these people on these reality shows. I don't know them. I don't like what they present, just like some of y'all don't like what I present on here. It's the same thing. I don't like Jennifer. Some of these folks don't like me either, and it's okay. I can't hate someone that I don't know. I don't know Jennifer. I ain't never shot marbles with Jennifer, play hopscotch with her. Well, I would never play hopscotch, but I ain't never played Sorry with her or Battleship or Connect Four with her before. So I can't hate her. I don't know that lady. I just know what she brings on TV. Scotty, I do you one better. I knew the guy Phoebe, in the words of Color Me Pink, I knew the guy that Phoebe brought on the show and knew all his tea. I never told you about that one. You mean to tell me you knew all this and never told me? Feisty, I'm finna take your wrench. Oh my God. His contract was for him to be shown on Basketball Wives. Otherwise, she would have wasted her money. She paid that man to do his job on the show and be her arm candy fake fiance. Ooh, girl. I cannot. Profit. You said it. You put it right on the head. You put it right on the head. Oh my God. Shout out to y'all though. It's 400 of y'all up in here. Y'all coming back to the y'all coming. I don't want to say the palace. That's Queen Sheba's role. She got the palace. I ain't got no palace. I wonder what I got. I would say the block because this is the Scotty gang, but I don't want to say y'all done came back to the block. I don't think y'all want to. I don't think y'all want to be referred to as coming to the block. But anyway, that's all I really got on Jennifer, honestly. That's all I got on her. I ain't really got nothing else to give y'all on Jennifer, honey. I'm gonna save all that for Basketball Wives, child. Next up is Rich Homie Quan, okay, and all of the stuff that's surrounding him and all that. It's been a lot. Rich Homie Quan has been deeply missed by a lot of the people in the industry, people that know his music, Walk Through was one of my favorite songs by him. And I used to love his verse on August Alsina's song Ghetto. I don't know why he replaced Rich Homie Quan with fucking Yo Gotti, because Yo Gotti did not do that song just as the way Rich Homie Quan did. But it is what it is. But yes, he's an Atlanta rapper, of course, and he passed away. But let me see. Yeah, he passed away. They say he OD'd. And there's so many different stories going around in regards to him and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't, yeah, and Lifestyle was my song too, by the way. I used to love Lifestyle. But I just it sucks, you know what I'm saying? But with death comes a lot of people that want to clout chase off this man's name now that he's passed away. If y'all ever heard Lil Kim's song Hold On the Notorious K.I.M. album, remember when she was calling out folks? I think she was probably calling out either not Foxy. I think she was either calling out Faith Evans, or she was either calling out Charlie Baltimore. But she made a comments in the song saying, Frank White, the man with the money and the fame, passed away. Now bitches want to claim his name. And I felt like saying that line for this reason and this reason only. Erica Banks, it started with her. Now, she posted text messages and a video with her all over Rich Homie Quan, right? And she said, all you wanted was to find happiness again. I always saw it in your face and heard it in your voice. But you had so much left to do. The album, the tour, your birthday. I'm just glad that we were able to share such peaceful and memorable moments while you were here, man. Such a sweetheart. Rest in paradise, Quan. Now, Erica, girl, it wasn't necessary. If you was gonna pay tribute to Rich Homie Quan, I don't see nothing wrong with you paying tribute with him. But I don't know. I think her posting a text message was tacky. That's what I think. I think her posting a text message was tacky. I think that if she was close to Rich Homie Quan, regardless of whether or not she was a side piece of what, he was in her life. So therefore, if she want to grieve over him, she can do that. But at the same time, it's like, girl, like, what's really going on? Like, you don't have to do that. It just come across like you was trying to clout chase. And I hate to accuse you of that, but you are a clout chaser. You've been trying to be for Meg for many, many years, trying to be a Dollar General version of her. And then you already got, had a cup of wine thrown in your face by Rennie Rucci. I will forever love Rennie Rucci for that. And we see why you friends with Jasmine. But, if you going to be who you are to these men, girl, play your role and play your position. I hate when they pass away and then everybody want to come out and say, oh, yeah, I fucked him. I was fucking him on the low and all that. Girl, look, if I was fucking a nigga on the low and he passed away, I'm not posting on text messages. I'm gonna pay my respects, and I just might go to the funeral. Okay, I just might, but I think it's cringy to post the text messages. You know what I mean? I think it's cringy. I don't know. I don't know. Erica Banks is just weird, but she's always been a weirdo. But that's not the only thing that was stated about this. Now, here she come. Now she act like God then died and made her Queen Sheba. Shout out to Queen Sheba, darling. Um, but yeah, Akbar gets on my nerves. I don't even know why she felt the need to say anything. So here go Akbar. Now she gonna come in and say, I understand you might be hurt, but baby girl, delete those pics and videos out of respect for his family. You was a secret, and not saying what y'all shared was fake, but certain stuff should remain a secret because here comes all the unwanted hate towards you that you didn't even know existed. Think before you do stuff, little one. Girl, I just feel like you are the last person to say anything about what somebody does on social media. Like, one thing about it, I know that other folks' business hate to see her ass coming because she coming every time somebody else's business is being talked about. Like, girl, why are you even saying anything, Akbar? Like, girl, shut up. Like, you should be giving advice to your fucking kids that you don't have or have half the time or whatever. Like, girl, she irks me. Like, for real, that girl irks me. Akbar she just got to put her mouth somewhere all the damn time. She just got to put her mouth on somebody's business all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? It's so annoying. And I'm so tired of Akbar. Like, who died and made you the person that gives people advice that you need to take yourself? You know, it's just like it's like the kettle calling the teapot a damn sponge. Like, girl, shut up. Oh, God. Anyway, there was a 911 call. I don't know if I want to play that or not. I don't think y'all want to hear that either. So I'm just going to pass by that. It's other things that were said. Let's see. It was something else. Okay. Now there's a woman that was defending her friendship with Rich Homie Quan. She was posting videos and messages with him after his passing as well. And she said, I don't know why they keep posting these messages, but she says, I lost a great friend today. Words can't even explain how I'm feeling about everything. You are my favorite rapper since I was a kid, and to actually know you for being more than just a rapper, I am so grateful. You're gone, but will never be forgotten. Thank you for being my friend. Love you always. So that was her post, and then she came back and responded. Now, this is what she said when she got out of hate.
Y'all can read. I literally said that I lost a great friend. That was my friend. I've known him since March. I did a 20v1 with him, and we've been cool ever since. You don't have me on Instagram. You don't have me on Snapchat. I mostly be on those two. I've posted him before he died on both platforms. He was supposed to even come to my hometown to do a show. This was business. This was a friend. So the fact that y'all sitting up there doing all that, y'all really trolling. Like, I'm not Erica. I'm not deleting nothing. Y'all can feel how y'all feel, but I'm going to grieve how I want to grieve. And I'm going to pop it like I want to pop it, just like he would want me to. So I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'm doing this just for y'all that's in the comments or whatever.
The only reason why people are saying that is clout is because y'all posting these text messages that didn't nobody ask y'all to post. No one's saying that you can't grieve over him or anything like that, because you can grieve. There's nothing wrong with grieving. But girl, why are you posting that? It's a way to do things with tact. I think this is his father, and his father said, unbearable pain, Lord, please, please, please help me to understand this. To lose my son, my firstborn, my best friend, Lord, please let this be a dream. Y'all pray for me and my family. I feel like I'm crushed into a million pieces. Now, that was sad right there. Now, I don't even think I want to stay on his post too long. It's another post that I gotta get to, and then we're gonna go to the last story of the night, which is Kiki Jabar. That's the last story I gotta get to. I had to do Rich Homie Quan first though. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. All right. So this next post that I'm finna put up here is another woman. She comes forward with a bunch of intimate pics with Rich Homie Quan. Okay. She says, "This is really getting to me hard. What am I supposed to do? We know everything about each other, literally. Relationship or not, you was my dog before anything. What about today? Please, I need you, please. I cannot do this alone. I'm not myself, Lord. Why him? I don't want no clout and I don't want to be famous. Just call me and tell me this ish ain't true, please. I'm hurting and nobody knows, bruh. Nobody knows. This is eating me up. I don't wish this on no one. You can't tell me it's going to be okay. It'll never be okay. The closest person to me right now is gone. It's nothing I can do. I'll do anything to get you back, please. It wasn't time for you to go. You was full of joy and happiness, and you did no wrong in my eyes. I promise you, I will not stop going in. Okay, and everybody's dragging her too. So yeah, it was best that y'all not post this stuff because y'all gonna get drugged either way. But that's all I got for Rich Homie Quan. I do wish his family condolences. I give y'all my condolences. It's very sad. Everybody that knew him, all the Atlanta rappers that knew him, all the fans that loved his music. It's sad. And let me just tell y'all something too before we move on to Keke, because that's the last story. What I don't like is when celebrities pass away, people get on social media and want to be all self-righteous and shit and want to look down on folks because they sad about a celebrity passing away, as if you don't have the right to be sad about a celebrity passing away due to the fact that you don't know them. I'm gonna tell you right now, if anything ever happened to K. Michelle, if anything ever happened to Mary J. Blige, if anything ever happened to Tevin Campbell, I'm calling out of work. I'm gonna have to take me bereavement days if anything ever happened to him. If anything happened to Monica, I'm taking out of work. So you can call me crazy, you can call me stupid, you can call me ridiculous, you can call me whatever you want to. Because if anything happened to any four of them, I'm gonna call in. I ain't coming to work. Okay. I'm gonna call in. I'm gonna get on camera and cry for y'all. Okay. I don't give a especially K. Michelle, because I met her in person multiple times and she know who the fuck I am too. But baby, please. Cause listen, cause when Whitney Houston died, I cried. I'll never forget that day. It was February 11th. It was the night before my birthday. We was celebrating my birthday at my friend's house. We was eating that rotel dip and the meatballs and them hot wings and had, Coca-Cola and stuff. And we was sitting there watching the TV and they said that they said that Whitney had passed. Then MTV started playing all the Whitney videos. Baby, by the time they got the I Will Always Love You, I was in my damn friend's armpit like this. Oh my God. So I'm just saying, judge me all you want to, but it's gonna happen. Anyway, the last story of the day, Kiki Jabar of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Now, we're not gonna spend a lot of time on this because ever since she's passed, I've tried not to spend a lot of time on this particular story. But it's out there. TMZ released it. So it's only fair that I give you guys the information. So we're gonna get into the TMZ article. Then I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of words, and then we're gonna be out here because it's already over an hour now. So, and like I said, shout out to the 400 people that's in 400 plus people that's in here. And if you're new to the platform, go on and subscribe. Okay, go on and subscribe to the platform. I see y'all are subscribing though. It's like 103 more subs before we get to 55K. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this one. Kiki Jabar had a fatal carbon monoxide poisoning. Okay, that's what TMZ saying. Kiki Jabar's cause has been revealed. TMZ has learned that she passed from carbon monoxide poisoning. TMZ has obtained the autopsy report from the Alabama Medical Examiner, and it shows that the reality star has 64% of I cannot pronounce the fucking word. Oh my God, in her blood. It's what forms in red blood cells when carbon monoxide binds to the hemoglobin. I hope I said it right, which sticks 200 times more tightly than oxygen. Normal levels are under 2% for non-smokers and 5% for smokers. And Kiki's level of 64% was deadly. The toxicology report reveals that Kiki had oxycodone and oxymorphone in her system, but poisoning was the main culprit behind her death. Kiki was famous for starring on OWN's Love and Marriage Huntsville, died back in July, with her family saying in a statement that she died peacefully at home, surrounded in love. Besides her TV fame, Kiki was also a writer, editor, author, and professor. She was only 42 years old. Rest in peace. So that was it in regards to Kiki. So that's what we know. That's what we know. That's what we know about what happened to Kiki. Kiki's passing is still very sad to me, and it doesn't even feel real at all. You know what I mean? I interviewed Kiki. She was always very nice. I never got on here and claimed that she was my friend or anything like that. We did have a decent relationship. Like, I never went to her for no tea or anything like that. It was nothing more than just an interview, and then sometimes she'll DM me just to say how you doing, or just to check in or whatever. Like, if she saw something that I posted that was alarming, she'll check in or something like that. But she was a nice lady, very sweet lady. Doing an interview with her made me look at her in a different way. And I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to do that interview with her. So my condolences still is out there for her friends, her family, her husband, her kids, even some of her cast members, just about everybody. Because that was very unfortunate. It was a very unfortunate situation with Kiki, and I really hate that happened. But yeah, I don't want to stay on this all night, because this is it. I decided to close off this show with this situation because I knew I wasn't going to stay on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It was over 400 of y'all up in here. I appreciate it. I gotta watch the Braxtons tomorrow. I didn't watch the show tonight because I was doing this live, but I would definitely be back tomorrow. I think I may do the Braxtons live tomorrow. I think I may do it live tomorrow before I go out tomorrow night. So be sure to tune in for that. And there may be another Yes or the Miss. I don't know. But yes, we will be going live again tomorrow. Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all do know that I do live reviews on it every Saturday night, but because I'm going out Saturday, it'll be pushed back to Sunday afternoon. So I'll be doing it Sunday afternoon. Me and T are trying to figure out whether or not we're going to do Love and Marriage Detroit reviews together. We've been talking about doing joint reviews on the show. We're not really sure yet. We're gonna let the first episode play out first and see how it goes, and then if it's good to us, we'll jump in and we'll do it. But you do know that we'll drop a show in a minute if it ain't good. So be on the lookout for me and T to do some joint reviews on the show if need be. Okay. But I think that's about it. But I'm gonna let you guys know one more thing before I get up out of here, y'all. Y'all do know that I was nominated for the Boss Babe Awards last year, and I also was nominated the year before last. And I was nominated last year and I won, and I was nominated this year. However, they're getting ready for their 2025 show, and they're doing their vetting process. Okay, and right now, there's an Instagram post where they post this very picture that you see on my screen, and they have all the categories down, and they want you to tag the person that you feel should be nominated and what they should be nominated for. So if you tag my name, tag me for content creator, YouTuber, as well as media blog. Also, for podcasts, you have to tag me, T, Jeremy, Carl, Jamar, and Tramiel in that same post for podcasts. Also, for Boss Babe Performance and Boss Babe Artistry, be sure to tag Tramiel, Carl, as well as Bando as well for that. Okay, so be sure to do that. I'm going to post a video. I'm going to post a video. Well, I got to do a video so you guys can get the real so y'all can get the actual things that you have to do in order to do that. Give me 1 second, Nandy. I need to get the link for you real quick so I can put it in the chat. Give me 1 second. Do that. And then as far as last year, Bundy won YouTuber of the Year last year. I didn't win last year. I mean this year. Bundy won this year. Me and Jamar was also nominated for Podcast of the Year, but Tripping with Trimmy won last year. Okay, so that's it. So there's the link right there. I just put it in the chat. So if you would go to that particular post, tag me, and also for the Podcast of the Year, tag me, Jamar, Carl, T, Jeremy, and Tramiel in that post. So with that being said, y'all, that's about it. This is your boy, okay? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boy's up out of here. Until my next video, I will holler at you guys a little bit later, and I will leave you guys with Bando featuring Alonda the Blonde. Don't sweat. Bye, y'all.
Gon' shake your ass, booty acting up. Gon' grab your drinks, baby, pass the Dutch. Damn, shorty bad, looking bad as fuck. Don't sweat it, ain't no competition, I said it. Don't exist to the beef, motherfucker, I did it. Pull up, knock your coins like Mario. Couldn't stop me do 100 miles of cardio. Damn. You niggas stay faking, you niggas stay hating, you niggas so basic. You felt the win, so don't test me, nigga. My team lethal weapon, Joe Pesci, nigga. They hate to see me win, so I cause them frustration. Haters see my name, so I give them penetration. Bro, running this race on you fucking lanes. Spin the block, Debo, bitch, sucking chain, bam.
Nigga hot, don't sweat, don't stop, don't sweat. Nigga hot, don't sweat, don't stop.